You sent a picture the last time we filmed of color swatches for your wedding.
The theme?
Yeah, and I'm so like, all of them are really close to just being off-white. You know how it's like, don't be that bitch that wears white on the wedding.
No,
So I'm like,
I think there was just two colors.
that's the darkest color I could get away with.
There's like two colors that were close to being.
They're all so cute. You're going for like a winter wonderland theme, and I'm gonna be Elsa.
I know. Well, it's so funny because my mom and I, we were looking at what color to get the tablecloths. And at first I wanted it to be more like a midnight blue, I guess. But I don't know. I didn't love it for some reason. And and in the color swatch that I sent you, dusty blue is one of them. So it's like a gray blue. And my mom had already bought her dress. Well, she ordered them and it was dusty blue. But when we went to look at tablecloths, I was like, I really like this dusty blue and I'm going to put silver with it. And my mom was like, oh my God, I'm going to be matching the tablecloths. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I really like dusty blue, but I also liked baby blue.
What does dusty blue look like?
It's literally just gray blue. Here, I can show you the dress my mom ordered.
Dude,
but
your mom's going to look slay. I know it.
I ended up, I don't know. I think I'm going to do baby blue instead just because.
But if your mom matches the tables, that's kind of everything. Yes! Oh my God, yes. Your mom's going to look so good. I'm gonna get the same dress as your mom.
You guys match. She bought two dresses just in case. One of them didn't fit right, you know?
I mean, if it doesn't fit her, she just wants to do a kind thing. Dude, I was kind of looking at that mint color because I feel like that shit's white.
Yeah.
Okay, in a different light. If I come in, your Theos and Theas are going to beat me up. And then this, cute.
Yeah.
That's not my vibe.
Yeah.
I don't want gray because it just feels like I'm going out. Now this shit. Oh, dude. Are you serious? And it was funny because I was talking to my sister because I showed her this. I was like, look at the color swatches. And she was like, so do we have to wear every single color? And I'm like, no.
Oh my God, that'd be kind of slay though.
Every color. Yeah, I don't know.
You have a hat that's like dark gray.
Dude.
A scarf that's like light gray.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I go to the bathroom and change every hour.
Oh my God, dude, I'm so nervous though. I feel like it's gonna be really cold that day.
Dude, it is.
I've been freezing my ass off these past few days.
Well, because of global warming, it's supposed to be one of the coldest summers where we live. Sorry, the coldest winters. Because we had the hottest summer recently. Yeah. And I almost died because I was in the middle of moving at that time. And I was over here back and forth, like picking up big furniture. And I'm like, I'm going to die. I couldn't even pick up the furniture because I was so fucking slippery. So I don't even know what it's going to be like. I'm going to like shed a tear during your like wedding and it's going to become like
icicles. Yeah, I don't know. I told my fiance, I was like, I think we're going to have to like end it early because I'm dying.
Oh my gosh. What do you think your cutoff is? Like time?
Okay, so the start is like 3-ish and will be like maybe like 9:30.
Maybe like 3:30. It's like a 30-minute party.
It's like a window, just like
everyone mosh. Like a quick little mosh sesh, and then we all go home. 9:30.
I don't know. And
then go straight to the airport and leave.
I'm trying to get
Wait,
out.
when are you leaving?
That was literally my dream, though. Like we almost booked our honeymoon the day after the wedding dinner.
Okay. I always assumed when I was a kid, after you got married, you don't go to your own party and you're just like, bye-bye. I'm leaving to the airport now.
That's what telenovelas always showed us, that you just stay a little bit for the party. You change, though. Like, you put on, like, an evening dress, and then you're like, goodbye, guys. Thank you. Enjoy the party.
Okay, first of all, going in a fucking plane in a dress, still all fucking done up. Hell no.
Well, it was more of like a casual, still formal. No, how do I explain it? Do you remember Breaking Dawn Part 2? Part 1, actually, when they got married?
What about it? Yeah.
And Bella changed into another dress, and it was literally just like here, like above her knees, I think, or mid-thigh. And then they were like, all right, bye, guys. So much fun, toodles.
That's what you should do.
That's
Even
what
if you're not leaving, you should act like you are when you want the party to stop. Like, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go. You can see I'm in my dresses overdress. Or party's overdressed, so
I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Bye-bye. Like the Barbie.
Damn.
Bye-bye.
Are you only having one outfit? Because I know people that like to get 2 outfits for their wedding.
No, I only have one outfit.
Okay, that's slay. I guess I'll put the other 8 of mine away.
You're like, I don't want to.
I still haven't bought mine because I'm wondering if I like. Dude, I know. It's because I know myself. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna lose weight, so I'm gonna get a gold dress. I'm not gonna fit that shit. I'm just gonna get a right now dress.
Yeah. So. My mom, she was like, oh, I have the cutest coat to wear for that night. Pulls out a white coat. I was like, Mom, you can't wear a white coat. And then she kind of looked at me and she was like, oh, you're right. I can't be that girl. I shouldn't. So funny. I shouldn't.
That's my biggest fear. I'm going to wear the opposite of white.
Black?
Yes.
You're at a funeral?
I'm not matching anyone.
You're at a funeral?
Oh my God. What if I don't know? I'm scared. What if I come in a dress and someone drops something and it bleaches my dress and it turns white? I'm like, fuck. I gotta go.
You turn into the runaway bride. You're like, I know, guys.
I make it about me. That's my fear. I don't want anything like that to happen.
If it happens, it's okay. It's not like a serious thing anyway.
Yes, it is. You're getting married. But are you doing your vows there?
No, we're doing it before.
I love that
like
shit.
God intended.
I love that shit. Oh my gosh.
No, yes. It's because there's a specific date that I really, really like. And so we're going to get married on that date, but celebrate with everyone.
Okay.
On a different day.
On your favorite day, which is my birthday.
That's literally March. But
okay. No, it's okay. We can make it work.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I love that for you. Okay.
I'm really excited. But speaking about weddings, speaking about love and what love stands for, Cheli, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
First, let me ask you a warm-up question. Let's break the ice. Do you remember when we read Hooked by Emily McIntire?
Okay. That was the one that I secretly like
loved,
vibed, right?
No. What?
I vibed with it.
No, you didn't. You literally said on the episode, I hate Peter Pan.
No, it was bad. No, wait, don't get it twisted. It was bad. But I was over here like, wait, they all kind of
love each other.
They all kind of love Wendy. Do you remember that? It was that one, right?
No, you're thinking about the Never King.
Oh, that's the one I like. Wait, which one? Oh,
the other Peter Pan.
Wait, that was the one with the choking kink, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, see, you're thinking about it fondly, huh?
Yeah, I remember it.
So I vibed with Hooked. Okay. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun because I love the trope of wanting to hurt a man and then you just like get with their daughter. You know what I mean? It's like the angst
that trope.
The angst is so... It was literally in Rebelde, okay? The telenovela. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wanted to get revenge on Colucci and then ended up falling in love with his daughter. So it's, it's fine.
Okay.
I love that trope. So I was vibing with angst. Mm-hmm. So Hooked was a retelling of Peter Pan. Yes. So Cheli, do you think diving headfirst back into Emily McIntire's Never After series, which by the way, this is number 6. We missed all the other ones, but whatever.
It's okay.
Where it's retelling the Little Mermaid, do you think that could possibly fix your life?
Yes.
That was painful. Welcome to another episode of the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time, one retelling at a time. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli. And today we are talking about Hexed by Emily McIntire, book 6 of her
Never After series.
So I just want to start off by saying Emily McIntire seems like a really sweet lady.
Yeah, she does.
That's my preface.
She seems like a sweet lady. So, yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, Emily. Dude, I feel like every time we film, someone outside is like, I'm gonna build a whole fucking house tonight.
Yeah, they have a strict deadline. It's so weird. It's always when we film. Okay, anyway.
So when did it hit you? I already knew this was a Little Mermaid retelling. But when did you start picking up that's a Little Mermaid thing? That's a Little Mermaid thing. When did that hit?
In the story?
Yeah.
God, that's a really good question. I felt like there was a lot of moments when I don't want to be mean to Emily McIntire, but I'm going to be honest. I felt like there was a lot of moments when it was very cringe. Like let me just put this in here to make it obvious that it's the Little Mermaid.
Yep.
I can't remember the first time, but maybe I remember when Aria was oh my God, what's her name? When Venesa was with Aria, and I forgot where they were, but all of a sudden there's a freaking sexy man just laying right there. And Aria's like, ew, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
But Vanessa's like, no, stay here with him. I'm going to go do something. So then Aria ends up, quote, saving, unquote, this man.
Yes.
He sees her. And I was like, oh, this is the Little Mermaid.
This is the Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew it was a Little Mermaid retelling, but I think that was the moment that really just like solidified it for me. I was like, oh, Aria's Ariel. Duh.
It's funny because I didn't connect any of the names because that moment, they talk about it early on in the story, but they don't get into details of what actually happened until way later. Right? So that's kind of the thing that pushes the story forward, I guess, because that's in the past. So when we start our story, Aria and the main love interest, his name is
Enzo.
They are engaged and they're set to get married, and they have moved back to Aria's hometown in North Carolina.
Yeah, but I thought it was crazy the way that this story really jumped between years, because it literally starts off with Venesa. Venesa is kind of like a contracted killer. She's like her uncle's right-hand man, and so she does all of the dirty work that he doesn't want to do. So whenever the uncle wants her to kill someone, she'll just do it, and she'll even do it in the way that he wants it to be done. And so she's killing someone in the first chapter.
Yep.
And I think she was like 20 or 21, I don't remember. So then years pass by, and that's the moment when with Aria and this strange man Enzo. And then I think another 3 years pass by, and it's like, oh, I've been with this girl for 3 years. It's Enzo's perspective. I've been with this girl for 3 years, and now we're engaged.
Yep. So the story that Enzo tells everyone is that she was singing at a bar that he either owned or frequented. And then he was like, I love her voice. That's the one. But, you know, that whole found him in the shore almost dying is what actually happened. You could tell, like, straight off the bat, Enzo can't fucking stand Aria.
Yeah, he can't. And I thought it was crazy how at first he was like, you know what? I mean, this is good for business because he's a part of the mafia.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the mafia.
Dude, let's make this the only moment. How do you feel about mafia romances?
We'll be back after a quick break.
Are we all psychic?
What are spirit guides and angels?
What is energy healing?
What's a ghost?
Do I have a soul contract?
What's a soul even?
Hello, Voyagers. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Frank.
And we started Clairvoyaging Podcast when our 5-year-old niece correctly predicted the death of a stranger.
We decided that it was time to learn more about things that can't be easily explained.
Join us as we interview psychics and experts about the basics of esotericism and try to enhance our intuitive abilities.
Come for the development, stay for the underdeveloped jokes.
Clairvoyaging Podcast. Normalize your spiritual journey with us on any podcast platform.
They're not for me. I've never enjoyed stories that center around drugs, even though they don't talk about drugs in these romances. It's not really about that. It's more about like just killing people.
It feels weird to me too, because I'm also not one. We talked about that earlier. I'm not one to like consume that type of stuff either, because I mean, whatever. But what I thought was really funny is that in this story, yes, there's a lot of killing, but there's not really that much drug cartel shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's even a line near the beginning where Enzo says to himself, yeah, I'm mafia, but not that type of mafia. It's like, then what fucking type of mafia are you?
Oh my God.
Do you remember that line?
I remember this other line.
Yeah.
When he was talking to someone, I forgot who he was talking to. And they were like, racketeering. And he's like, I fucking know racketeering. Bitch, my name is racketeering. He's just like, that's me. So I'm like, okay.
I fucking hate that. Because also, I don't like how they use... I don't know if I'm misunderstanding it. If I am, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. I hated all the parts that were like, something was going on and Enzo would be like, it's okay. I'm mafia. And it's like, it's not I'm in the mafia.
Yeah.
You're using it as a noun.
He is mafia.
No, I'm mafia.
No, he is mafia.
Guys, we mafia. It's like, no, I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
So anytime they would bring up the mafia, it just felt like they put it in there to
fit a
justify the killing in this. Where it was like, oh wait, no, they're killing because they mafia. Like, no, I fucking hate that shit.
I was so confused. I mean, I understand when we read Hooked, it was obviously not the same as Peter Pan. It's more so just inspired by it. But I was so confused at the fact that they weren't in the ocean. I was like, wait, hold on. Is this bitch breathing in the water or not?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I also didn't like the mafia part because I don't really get it, I guess.
Okay, so let's just keep that there for a bit.
Also, I'm learning Italian in Duolingo. This is not sponsored by Duolingo. So when he said piccolo sirena, I was like, yeah, I know piccolo. It means little.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. Okay, I was just like pico de gallo. Picture it here.
Like, pico de gallo, love that shit.
I thought it was just so... I don't know. The mafia thing threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
So then the whole connection to the Little Mermaid. When I started to notice the names, I was like, okay, Aria's Ariel, but Aria's kind of not... It doesn't look like she's going to end up with Enzo. Of course, it looks like it's going to be Venesa.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Venesa, who has killed in the past, is very feisty, and like doesn't give a shit about anyone. Kind of, except for her friends, which I think it's funny that her friends' names are Fisher,
Flounder?
So fucking crazy. Bash, right? Bash?
Yeah, for Sebastian. Dude, you know what
That's
kind of
fucking
annoyed
wild.
me? I'm like, okay, I understand that you want to include the characters in The Little Mermaid, but why are you including all the characters that love Ariel? Like, that are friends with Ariel, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
But they weren't, right?
In the cartoon?
No, in the book.
No, everyone was on
Vanessa's
side.
I thought that was funny, and I thought it was kind of like, because honestly, I remember the names. Fisher, that's the only one that really stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck happened to anyone else. And
Bash?
also, I don't really give a fuck what happened to anyone else.
Okay, like who?
I don't know, because the only names I remember is fucking Enzo, Aria, Vanessa, Fisher, Pepino.
Pepino was Enzo's brother who...
Yeah.
What?
Oh, wait, sorry. I don't mean to laugh. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Pepino was Enzo's brother who... I don't remember, actually. Do they know that he was murdered?
No,
Or
they
do
know, they think he was offed. Like, yes, he was murdered, but not by like anyone who knew him. It was like someone did a hit on him, and we're gonna figure out who it is, but they never really did.
Can I just say, I felt like there were so many moments in this book where it was so predictable. Like,
dude,
my third eye was closed, okay? I swear. I was just not even trying to think, really. I was like, just take this for what it is. It's fine. But I was like, I don't give a fuck if she thinks that bitch's name was Joey. It's not Joey. That's Pepino.
that's Pepino.
The first guy that she killed in the first... Because I knew, why would they show us the first chapter, the first kill? Not her first kill, but, that kill.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Pepino. I knew it was Pepino.
Okay. Other side of the coin. Me. I was devastated.
Wait, no.
I didn't know, because I don't guess when I read books.
I wasn't
I'm
trying
blind.
to guess.
Dude, I'm like deer in headlights. I'm just fucking following the words as I go. Pepino's dead.
By the way, oh my God, we forgot to say there's going to be spoilers in this.
Oh, wait,
episode.
translation? Why it's so funny that his name is Pepino? Yes, there's spoilers. Big spoiler. Pepino means cucumber.
Love that shit.
My brother, Cucumber. Dude.
What was his name? Because it would be cute if his name was like Pepe. Pepino, that's cute.
Yeah, that
but
is
his
cute.
name is not Pepe. It's like
I don't remember.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe? Giuseppe Pepino? Yeah.
I'm
I
just
don't
guessing.
know.
I don't remember either.
But
Also, Scuttle was in it. Did you notice Scuttle?
who was Scuttle?
Scotty. That bitch never
That-
stopped.
oh my
he never
God.
stopped talking.
Dude, you don't make me do work if I'm gonna read a retelling.
Why?
You're putting every single character. It's like, don't you remember the character in the background on scene 11, minute 15 of the movie?
Scuttle was a big
Dude,
role.
I don't know that much about Disney movies. Don't come for me. I don't.
But you know the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, very like face value.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not over here like Scuttle. Yes. But I mean, good for her. She put fucking everyone in. Where the fuck was the fork?
The fork came in.
When?
Remember? Oh my God, that we're going way out of order. But literally, when Arya was asking Venesa if she could be her bridesmaid, she started combing her hair.
Oh my god.
She started combing her hair with a fork.
Good for her. I just thought Arya was kind of crazy. Kind of
crazy like
mind
that.
freak. Yeah. Okay. Wait. We should start at the beginning. So just so you know, Enzo's gonna marry Arya. He's not really feeling it, and she's over here like, it kind of seems like she's not gonna pick a fight ever until maybe like 5 minutes later, where she's like, I'll cut a bitch that looks at my husband.
But
okay.
also, he is down to marry her because he thinks he owes her that much because she saved his life.
Yes.
And his dad really, really wants this marriage to happen because his dad... Did we already mention that he's part of the New York mafia? His dad wants to make that tie with Trent, who is Venesa's uncle, who took her in. And Trent is Arya's dad.
Yes. Trent.
Triton.
You're right. So when Enzo first sees Venesa, it's like love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh my God.
I've never seen a sexier woman.
So his big idea is like, to get her out of my system, I'm just going to ask her to show me around the town. Show me the wonders of North Carolina.
Oh my God. Because for Enzo, he didn't want to be like his dad, which his dad was a cheating alcoholic. So, and he treated his mother really poorly. Mm-hmm. And he would think like, oh, I don't want to be like my dad. But then Venesa comes along and he's like, wait a minute, she's so sexy.
Okay, so here's when I first started writing some notes. Okay.
Well, Venesa didn't want to show him around North Carolina. No. But Trent, what the fuck were you thinking, Trent? Look at Venesa. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's sexy. She's got that beautiful white hair. Come on. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Trent was like, well, you're going to have to show him around because Arya, why would Arya do that? Arya would never do that.
And then she was like, Enzo's right. She would never do that. Only if there was a photo op. And it's like, no one fucking likes this girl. No one likes Arya. I was kind of feeling a little bad at the beginning.
Oh, I fucking hated Arya.
So I really hated that the first time they hang out, which is it kind of seems like it's a boardwalk type situation, right? Mm-hmm. She comes up wearing what I assumed was a purple tank top and black like Daisy Dukes, basically, because it was black shorts, purple like thin, very like floss type thin tank top. You know what I mean? Dressed for the occasion because it's humid as fuck out here.
Of course.
My man Enzo is wearing a full ass suit. Mm-hmm. And she's over here looking at him. It kind of suits him.
The suit suits him?
Because she was like, because it kind of looks like he doesn't even give a fuck about the weather. Kind of slick.
And also, he's not sweating at all.
And it's funny.
Love that shit.
I don't sweat. Sweat's for the weak. Mm-hmm. He like passes out. So they are dressed like this, and I think it's really funny because they go to eat together and they walk into, I think it's into the lair, which is where he takes her, and he notices everyone turns towards the door, and in his perspective he's like, everyone's looking at her. And it's like, bitch, they're not looking at her. They're looking at the bitch who walked in 90 degrees wearing a full tux. Okay, you need to shut the fuck up.
So the lair, that's her home, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She lives there, and
but
she
it's
also,
dangerous. It's like known to be dangerous.
I guess, was it just like a club? And she lives on top of it?
Yeah.
It's kind of lame. I'll be honest, that's kind of lame. And it's funny because she's over here like, I guess I'm going to show my new family the town. You know, I'm going to take him to the lair. As soon as she gets there, Scotty, is like, this guy, he's cheating. I know he's cheating. You got to get him out of here.
You mean Fisher?
Fisher.
Why would Scotty tell her?
You're right.
Scotty is on Enzo's side.
Dude, there's so many fucking names. You're right. Scotty's his cousin. So Scotty drives them over there to the lair. And
Fisher. Oh,
no, Scotty drives
like
Enzo and...
It's because we were already there, so I'm confused.
Sorry. Scotty drives Enzo and Vanessa to the lair. As soon as they enter, Vanessa leaves because Fisher's like, hey, there's someone at the blackjack table that's, I feel like, has been cheating. They've been there a long time. You need to get him out of here. Mm-hmm. And I fucking hated this whole scene of her like on top of this man going like...
pretending like she's drunk.
Yeah.
So she's already, it's like in the basement. She's like already with this man at this table. Enzo gets upset because he's like, why did she leave me? Yeah. Where is she? And then he forces Fisher to tell him where she is. And Vanessa had already told Fisher, if he makes a scene, just show him where I am. I don't care. And so he goes down there. He sees Vanessa flirting with this man who was allegedly cheating at the game.
Yeah.
And she's acting like she's drunk. But then she like whispers at this guy's ear and they end up leaving. And Enzo follows them. And
it's funny because she's over here like legit about to kill this man, and Enzo opens the door and he's like, if you didn't want me to see it, you would have closed the door. And she's like, little mistake. And it's like, you're a contracted killer and you forgot to lock the door.
I don't believe she forgot to lock the door. I think she did that shit on purpose.
That's so stupid. Because what if that was the point where Enzo broke? Like, you're fucking crazy.
You're crazy, girl. Oh my god, I can't do this shit. Thank God I'm with Arya.
Yeah, later, bitch. No, he like stayed, watched her cut this man's arm off, and he was like, damn, that's so hot. Wait.
Dude, we need to make a bingo card next time we do a dark romance, because there were so many moments where I was like, I could have sworn this shit already happened in the last one.
I fucking hate that whole thing they had with each other too. The whole, if this were another world, I would have let you kiss me.
In another life.
In another life. In another life.
Katy Perry's gonna come for us.
That 1 second, Katy Perry's like,
no. Too good. She's too talented.
She sounds just like me.
Better even. Just kidding. It's a joke.
We didn't say the best part of this whole story.
Which part?
I wrote the whole paragraph down. Hold on.
Which paragraph? Oh my god, I'm scared.
There was a point where Vanessa was talking about just how hard her life is, you know?
Oh god.
And this paragraph came right after. At that point, I had already delved into the world of witchcraft, although in the beginning, it was more curiosity and less spiritual devotion. So manifestation fell in line with raising my frequency and manipulating energy to my benefit. And even though Fisher makes fun of me for my practice, I know it works. There are too many things the universe has opened for me, too many ways. My life has changed for the better since starting. This bitch a witch?
I was so confused because I felt like she wasn't a witch.
I felt like she wasn't either. And it's funny because they brought that paragraph up and I'm like, holy shit, she's going to be like incantations and like crazy shit's going to go on. Mm-hmm. The only other witch thing was like when Enzo was like, your vibes are kind of off. And she's like, no, it's not. Where the fuck is my rose quartz ring? Like, where the fuck is it?
And then she even asked him, like, do you know anything about crystals? Like, maybe you need one. And he was like, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Was it ever like brought up?
I felt like that was such a throwaway thing. I wish it would have been a bigger thing.
Dude, to me, it was just kind of like, you already put me in North Carolina with the mafia. I don't need a witch in this story. And the fact that there's only one, that's crazy. I would have been Fisher too. I would have made fun of that shit too.
I wish she would have been a witch though. I think that would have been
interesting.
Like she doesn't have to cut that man up. She's just like is saying a fucking
she throws dust on him and he disappears. Bye, bitch.
What was the thing? What was the little thing that happened? Oh, you don't know Disney. There was a thing that she would turn creatures into. It looked like a little worm.
Yes.
So I wish that would have happened. She just had like a little jar.
But they become like actual like live action worms, like, you know, just a worm.
Yeah.
No. How did you feel about?
I feel like we're not saying anything.
I just need people to understand that this story, just like how we're going everywhere, that's kind of how I felt the entire time I fucking read this story. Because of course we're following this love story between the equivalent of the prince and the equivalent of Ursula. And Venesa, who is supposed to be Ursula, she's over here like, I'm not gonna mess with shit because I don't deserve shit.
I did feel really bad for Venesa though, because she grew up in a very abusive household and she believes that her dad murdered her mom. And after that murder happened, she was taken in by her uncle Trent, and she's always wanted to appease him. Like it's like she lives for the validation, but he never gives it to her because Trent literally only loves Arya, his daughter. And so I did really like the moments when Enzo would kind of like praise her and she'd be like, oh my God, what is this? Why am I feeling so hot over this?
But I fucking hated it too, because like the first time they hang out at the boardwalk, I think there's a moment where they're like at a little gift shop and he's like, grab something. She's like, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, grab something as a gift. She's like, I don't want a gift. Does that usually work for you? Like saying grab something? And he's like, don't you see? I want you to grab something to make you happy so you can have a memory. And she's like, no one's ever wanted me to be happy.
Well, she brings that up because she had told him that her mom only gave her like one happy memory yearly, which was I think her birthday.
Yes.
And they would go to the boardwalk, go to like one of the shops there, and then she would buy her one gift. And she said that was like a really happy memory for her. And so Enzo wanted to piggyback off of that and was like, you know what, let me just do the exact same thing. So just like pick something. And then she looked at like a seashell, which obviously was the seashell that was in the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
That she used to capture Ariel's voice. And he was like, oh, you like it? I'll buy it for you. But she said no. And she put it back down.
But I fucking hated her train of thought because she was like, no one's ever loved me before. But I thought that.
Loved loudly. She says she wants to be loved out loud.
But she did. I just get so angry because I thought that her lover Athena was actually really nice. She felt nice.
Yeah.
Was I reading too much into it? Because I was over here like, Athena actually wants to give this a chance, and you're not allowing her. And then the whole thing where Venesa wouldn't kiss anyone, I was like, oh, there's probably like really like deep rooted trauma there. You know, that's probably okay. I'm here for this shit. But then when it came to the end with Enzo, when they were about to first kiss, she was like, no, I've never kissed anyone before. It's like, bitch, it's because you, I'm going crazy. Like, you haven't kissed anyone because you haven't kissed anyone. Like everyone's like, please just be my first kiss. And she's like, no.
You're not worthy.
What does that mean?
But she did say early on, I think even with Athena, when
she doesn't kiss
anyone because she thinks she'll be bad at it. Hey, that's still valid.
I feel like I'm about to pass out because of how fucking angry I am.
I don't think you've mentioned why you're so angry though. I mean, just she doesn't want to kiss anyone.
It just makes me angry because it felt like every single chapter end and chapter beginning was very cliffhangery, like for no reason. So it was just like I saw Venesa walked away, but I wish she was walking towards me. And it's like, what the fuck am I reading? What the fuck am I reading? And fucking Venesa with her like, everything I've ever wanted is in a certain man, but how can I have it when that man is my cousin's fiance? Chapter end. I'm not here for that stupid shit.
That is so funny because I was here for this.
Were you?
This drama, especially when we learned how much of a bitch Arya was. I was like, Venesa, steal that man. Fucking I've never condoned cheating. In this book, I was like, cheat on that bitch.
But it's funny because they didn't cheat.
They didn't cheat, which I was so mad.
No, but okay.
Dude,
Enzo was like,
I kind of wanted it. No. I wanted the drama.
Well, you got the drama because right after when finally Venesa and Enzo ended up together, it's like, it's you and me, babe. Fuck North Carolina. Let's go to New York.
Wait, you're going too fast. Hold on. Slow down.
We're going too slow.
No. We are going too slow. I do agree because, I mean, we were talking a long time. But, okay, let me go back. So Enzo starts falling for Venesa, but only because it's always the same fucking thing. It's like she has a smart mouth. She's very independent. She's very sexy. It's always the same thing, which, okay, cool. I love that shit. But then her birthday is coming up and Enzo sees how Arya treats Venesa, how she says she's not part of the Kingston line. She doesn't deserve to, have anything. He gets upset with Arya because he's like, why are you treating your family like this?
I love it because the line he says to her, have you always been a cold, heartless bitch? Like, isn't it like that?
Yeah.
And she's like, babe.
She's like, yes. But she always brings up, remember I saved you. Don't forget that shit. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I know. But then I think Venesa has like a flashback or something because we go back to when they were in school.
Yeah.
And I think after her mom was murdered, she has a memory of Arya being really nice to her, and she kept the secret of her witnessing, well, what she thought she witnessed was her dad coming home and her mom dying after that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, Arya also instigated an assault on Venesa. So she was like, even though Arya has hurt me so much, I have this like little bit of love, not love, but just
she's still family.
She's still family, you know, and she never told anyone what Venesa saw on that night of her mother being murdered. So she was like, okay, so like she hasn't crossed that line, so it's okay. But she literally, she like locked her in a room with this guy because she knew that she would be assaulted.
Yep.
What the fuck? I hated Arya after that. So I was like, bitch, you better fucking cheat on her.
Do you remember that part where they were having a party? And it was like a little comidita for Arya's birthday. Not Arya, Venesa's birthday. And Arya
was on the yacht.
Arya invited Venesa's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. And she was acting like, I know you've been dying to see him. And it's like
dying.
She hasn't seen this man since her mother was murdered. So she's just like, what the fuck? And her dad was abusive and he was a drunk. Yeah. So it's just like obviously triggered her. So she ends up leaving. And it turns into like a comida, dinner, but just between everybody else. Like Venesa's gone. It's not even about her birthday anymore.
Yep.
So then I think Enzo leaves and finds Venesa, or he's like, you know what? Let me do something special for her, because he knew about the relationship between Venesa and the dad. So he fucking strings up that man, lays him on the table, and is like, happy birthday, girl. And
she goes to fucking town on this bitch. Mm-hmm. But before he dies, he does say the one who orchestrated the murder, or like did a hit on the mom, was her uncle Trent.
Yeah, he was like, I wasn't even there. Did you see me that day? And she realized that she never actually saw him. She just took what her mother said. Her mother had told her, oh, your dad's home. So she never saw him that night. And so she's kind of like confused. Like, wait, my dad didn't kill my mom? Mm-hmm. Why would my Uncle Trent do that to me?
But after that, because she does kill the dad, right?
Yeah, she had poisoned him.
After that, she walks out, and her and Enzo have that fucking, if we were in another life, I would fucking...
Dude, the slow burn.
The fuck out of you.
Kiss the girl. Yeah. The slow burn. Damn. I checked. I think we were 60% or 70% into the book before they did anything.
But even then, it took a while for even the recognition of Venesa being like, I am going to be with him.
this is my man.
I remember that scene because I think the line was like, I'm going to go get what I want, even if it's my cousin's fiance.
I'm just like, that bitch.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to skip to they're together now.
No, before that. This is important because I forgot what they were selling. Oh, the engagement party. Dude, I was here for the fucking tea. So it was the engagement party when Trent is giving a speech and he's like, Arya, the light of my life. I love this girl. And so because of this, I'm going to gift her this family heirloom, which is a painting. And Venesa has wanted this painting and has made it known that she really wants this painting because I think it would belong to her mom.
Yes.
And it's the last thing that had belonged to her mom that she really, really wanted. And she knew that Arya didn't care for it. But because Arya knew that Venesa wanted it so bad, she took it and was like, thanks, Daddy, because this belongs to the Kingston family. And, I know there are others who think they're in this family, but they're not. And so that's when Venesa was like, oh, you know what? Fuck this bitch. And she leaves. And then Enzo ends up leaving too, which I thought was crazy because literally they were on like a stage, I think.
Yeah.
And he just ends up leaving his fiance. And then he goes to the bathroom because that's where Venesa is. And she's just looking at him. You know what? I don't fucking care anymore. And they end up making out. They don't have sex, but like.
It's a huge thing.
It's.
For her to kiss? She said no this whole time.
Oh, no, they didn't make out. I forgot. No, he turned.
Oh, no. He
turned her around and they're like touching. But
you're right. They don't kiss until later. But it's a huge deal because I don't remember. Can you remind me when Enzo officially like ends it?
I think it was this moment.
What does he say?
Because Trent walks in.
Oh, you're right.
Because Venesa finished and she screamed, and then Trent walks in and he's like, you fucking little bitch, after I took you in, you do this to me? And then he tells Enzo to leave, and he's like, leave because your dad's about to find out, and when your dad finds out what you did, you're gonna be dead.
Okay.
And Enzo doesn't want to leave until Vanessa's like, just go, I'll be fine, just go. So then he leaves, and basically, Trent just kicks her out. He's just like, get out. I never want to see you again.
Yep. Then they end up together, right?
Yeah, well, Enzo goes back home, and I think he has a conversation with his dad, and his dad's like, he basically tells him, I already know because Trent called me, and he's really mad at him. But I don't remember how that argument ends. He just ends up leaving, I think. And it's now known that Enzo's dad is kind of unhinged.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember he walked into his dad watching a home video of Pepino, and he was like crying and shit. And he's just like, he's fucking
Pepino. He's all eating pepinos too.
He's like, I love you, son. I love you, bitch.
Oh, hi, my lesser son.
Oh, hey. Yeah, because Pepino was the older one, huh? Yeah. He was supposed to take over the family, but didn't because he was murdered. So then afterwards, Enzo leaves, goes to the club, I think. I don't remember. And then Venesa shows up to this club because she wants to ask him for help. Like, she wants to take down Trent, but she knows she can't do it alone.
Yes. I don't even remember that many beats at the end because I feel like after this point, every single chapter felt like a fucking plot twist.
I know.
So the first thing, they make sweet, passionate love.
Yes, they do.
How'd you feel about the spice?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was pretty
10
good.
out of 10. Yeah, it was really good. Emily, you're good at that.
So after making sweet, passionate love and being like, you're my everything.
Oh my God, but didn't you love that fucking Venesa was like, oh, I have to tell you something. I don't fucking care. Get here. Get over here, girl. Whatever you have to tell me can wait. It could wait until after I'm done loving you.
Dude.
I knew. I was like, whatever she has to say.
I hope you won't be too mad at me.
I hope you won't be. No, she was thinking like when he finds out, he's going to kick me out.
But it's okay. They made sweet, passionate love. Mm-hmm. They know they're the ones for each other. Mm-hmm. But then isn't it Enzo's dad who breaks it to him? The news?
Yeah, but not yet.
Okay.
So I thought it was so funny because they are together now, but this romance, this whirlwind of a romance only really lasts like less than a week.
Yeah.
Because so she ends up visiting Enzo at work, and Enzo has a secretary named Jessica, which I thought was so funny because he was like, oh yeah, Jessica's so good at her job, but she's letting everybody into the room. So I'm like, how is she so good at her job if she's just like not even doing her job? But anyway, so then Venesa gets jealous, I guess, of Jessica, and then Jessica ends up being fired. They make sweet, sweet love again. And then she tells him, I don't want to live where Aria has been before. So I over here was thinking he's going to surprise her with a new house, a new mansion. Yeah. But then she goes to his house and there's like this whole like team there ready to renovate everything. She's like, I'm going to get rid of all of this fucking furniture that she's touched.
Love that. Not petty at all.
But that night, they make sweet, sweet love.
Of course. Of course.
And then Enzo's dad shows up. And what does Enzo's dad tell them?
Doesn't he say something along the lines like, honestly, I didn't think you'd be so into this bitch. But you know your brother Pepino?
He did not cry. That man did not cry.
Your brother Pepino?
He was a sociopath, that man.
Sorry, I couldn't see past my tears. So this bitch is the one who killed your fucking brother.
Pepino?
And Pepino. Fucking pulls up his
tattoo.
sleeve and it's a picture of Pepino's. Not even the brother. It's just like a Pepino. But I thought it was like funny because the next chapter is in Vanessa's perspective and it's her looking at him and fucking Enzo is laughing and then looks at her and can see her face like, ooh. And he's like, are you say nah? Say nah right now.
Say you're just
you killed pulls off his shirt. It's like a cucumber. You killed Pepino.
I can't. It's just supposed to be funny, but
it's not. I was fucking losing it because she was like, "Yeah, it was just one kill. You know how Pepino loved his escorts?" And he's like, "Yeah, he did. He really did.
Actually, he didn't know that. He was like, "What? My brother? No,
Pepino would never."
So she made it known that it was just like a contract kill, and also that, you know, her dad told her how to do it. So it wasn't like anything personal.
Didn't she text Fisher afterwards and was like, hey, he figured out ice cream at my apartment? A little sad, actually.
No, she said, hey, he figured it out. I should have told him, like you said, but I'm going to be over at your place.
In 20
or something like that.
Yeah. So I don't even know.
Also, I thought it was kind of obvious that it was going to go this way because I think the chapter before this reveal, this plot twist, he showed her a tattoo, or she saw a tattoo on him.
Pepino.
And she was like, oh, what's that? And he's like, you know, it's for my brother. R.I.P. Pepino. I love that man. And she was just like, oh, shit, I should probably tell him. Girl, you know that she killed him.
Can you imagine if she had like a tattoo on her back of like just mementos of every person she's killed? And he's just like, wow, this is so good. Oh, you have a little Pepino here. Oh, what's that one? Oh, nothing, babe. No, I just really like Pepinos.
I just like Pepinos. No big deal.
So he
doesn't kick her out though. He ends up leaving and she just realizes like, I should probably not be here when he's back. So she leaves.
Okay, I do want to say, I sat with this and I'm like, okay, how are they going to end up together? Because they're going to have to. They're going to end up together. But I don't think he's going to be like, fuck Pepino. I didn't like that bitch anyway. Because this man loved Pepino. I loved Pepino. So I was like, what's going to happen where they're going to end up together? And in my mind, I was like, he's going to have to do something worse.
Yes! Yes!
He's going to have to do something worse. And I fucking...
And then they're going to...
This is when my third eye... Boom, boom, boom. I had 5 on my face.
I was like, he's going to have to hurt her too? Yeah. For them to be even.
But I thought it was going to be with her going like, now I hate you. And he's like, We both hate each other, so why don't we love each other instead? That's what I was imagining. Okay. So I'm like, this bitch is gonna do something really, really bad. But he's over here like, I love her so much, but I'm never gonna be with her again. Whatever.
So he goes to the cemetery.
Yes.
And visiting Pepino, R.I.P. And he's with the only man that he trusts, Gio.
Yes.
Which I don't know what Gio is. Like,
I don't know.
He's just a helper, I guess. I don't know. He's part of this world. And all of a sudden, he's having a heart-to-heart with Gio. He tells him he loves him, I think. I maybe it happened after. But then all of a sudden, Gio falls. There's blood coming out of his chest. And Enzo's like, oh my God, you've been shot. Oh my God, don't die, bitch. I love you. And then he's
bitch, don't die.
And then he's like thinking like, oh my God, I love him. And I never told Venesa I love her. So like, you know what? Like, you know what? Fuck Pepino. I still love you, bitch. But I love Venesa too. So then Enzo's dad comes in.
Wait, is Gio still on the floor?
Yeah, he's just bleeding out. But I think Gio had told Enzo, hey, I think it was actually your dad that put the hit out because, you know, he's a little unhinged.
Yeah.
So we figure out, along with Enzo, that night when he nearly died, it was because of his dad. His dad had tried to kill him. He sent someone out, tried to drown this bitch, didn't end up drowning.
Yeah.
And he put a hit out on Pepino and he died. So then Enzo's having this moment with his dad, and his dad's like, yeah, it was me, but you can't kill me because then you won't know where Venesa is because he did something to her.
Yeah.
And Enzo's like, I'll figure it out. And then he kills him.
Okay.
R.I.P. Enzo's dad.
Like I said, it's crazy to me reading these stories because they're so fast paced. But how am I supposed to feel? I'm like, oh shit, someone's dead. It's okay. They mafia. And like, I fucking hate that shit. I hate that that's the only justification. They're mafia. Because isn't mafia supposed to be organized crime? Isn't this supposed to be like the reason you're dying is because shit has to go a certain way for society and you're not letting it go that way for society? No, these bitches be killing left and right.
Well, the dad didn't want to lose his place as the boss. Mm-hmm. Even though Enzo didn't want to be the boss, he had it in his mind that, no, my sons, they're trying to take my place, so I need to get rid of them.
That's what it's called. That's having sons.
Yeah, literally.
That's passing it down.
No, seriously.
I don't fucking get that shit. So let's go to Venesa.
Okay.
Is she kidnapped or does she end up there?
She's kidnapped. So Jessica shot her with a tranquilizer gun. And then when Venesa wakes up, she's in her lair, basically, where she normally kills people. So she's strapped to a table and she's like, damn, this is kind of ironic. And then Arya shows up.
Yeah.
And then Fisher shows up with her.
And doesn't Arya reveal that she was supposed to kill Enzo? Was that?
No, Arya reveals that she was also her father's helper. She told Venesa, you think you're the only one who's been helping him? No, I'm also his helper too. But I don't think she kills people. I don't know what she does because
I don't know what she does either. But
because she
fail at it.
She was getting lightheaded, trying to kill Venesa. And Venesa was kind of like, okay, well, that night your dad sent me out to watch you, so maybe he knew you were gonna fail.
So then it's funny because Arya's like, no, my dad's great,
my dad loves me.
And then Arya is offered by Venesa, like, if you help me get out of this, I'll make your dad go away. And she's like, you're gonna kill my dad? I didn't say that, but if that ends up happening, so be it.
But the reason why Arya is kind of down is because she, her dad loves her so much. Yeah. So her dad doesn't like it when she leaves North Carolina and she wants to leave North Carolina.
I think Fisher reveals it here because I don't remember what it is, but Arya agrees.
Arya leaves with... Oh, Arya agrees because Bastion? He shows up and he basically tells Arya, hey, just so you know, Vanessa is actually the rightful heir to this whole fucking organization because there is a deed or a will. There's a will
at the back of the painting.
At the back of the painting that Vanessa really wanted that basically states that Vanessa and her mom are the rightful heirs. And so when all of this comes out, Arya, you're going to be left with nothing anyway. So Bash tells Arya, hey, come with me and I'll show it to you. So she ends up leaving with him, and Fisher is alone with Vanessa. And Vanessa's kind of like, why would you betray me? You're literally my best friend. I thought we were ride or die. And he was like, well, it's because Arya was pregnant with my child.
Yep.
And I thought that the child didn't make it. But actually, Trent showed me a picture of this little beautiful girl. And she has my eyes, Vanessa. And so I'm doing this because I want to be in this little girl's life.
We named her Pepino.
Pepina.
Actually,
Pepina.
Fuck. Yeah.
Why would he?
I fucking felt for Arya at this point because I was just like, okay.
You mean Vanessa?
No, Arya and Fisher. Because I was like, okay, maybe they're not that bad. So I'm gonna root for them. I'm gonna root for them.
You believe this shit?
Hold on. I'm gonna root for them, and nothing is ever gonna happen to either of them because this story is gonna end happy ending everywhere.
It's literally called the Never After series.
Okay, so I don't remember how, but Enzo.
Hold on.
Okay,
wait, you're going too fast. So
okay,
Vanessa tells Fisher, how can you be so naive? There's no way that baby exists. I was with Arya in that time frame of when she was supposedly pregnant. And she was not pregnant that entire time. No, girl, she was not pregnant. But anyway, so then at this time, she convinces Fisher to untie her.
Yes.
And he's untying her. Enzo shows up and realizes, oh, this bitch. Oh, also because Bash had texted Enzo.
Don't trust Fisher.
And had said, don't trust Fisher. And so he's like, oh, fuck this bitch. Shoots him. That bitch is dead. And Vanessa's just kind of like, you didn't have to kill him. That was my best friend.
And then Enzo's like, babe, shh, no cry, don't cry. Babe, I don't regret shooting him, but I'm sorry you're sad. Got it in one.
Yeah.
I fucking can't.
She kind of got over it kind of quickly, though.
She didn't even like cry over this bitch.
I don't think they even looked.
We didn't mention. She doesn't cry.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't cry.
Yeah.
But she did finally cry when Enzo left her the first time.
Yes.
When he realized that Pepino's murder was because of her. And so then he left and she cried. That scene, I felt that scene.
So, now that tears are possible, you would think she'd cry over Fisher. But she has a moment her mind.
She does get teary-eyed.
Okay, but that's it. Because she has a moment where she's like, you know what? I miss him, but like, I love Enzo.
Yeah.
I love Enzo.
Yeah. I mean, who are you going to pick?
Crazy.
Enzo or
okay.
Fisher betrayed her.
No. Here's the thing. Okay.
He betrayed her.
So betrayal is worse than killing someone's fucking brother whose name is Pepino. So hold on to that. Did Fisher believe he had a kid?
Yes.
Then I feel for him because he thought it was real.
Well, he's dumb.
Yeah.
That was obviously AI.
I know.
I know. It's getting really good. It's kind of scary.
Fucking, he shows like, look at my daughter, and then it's just like a watermark, someone's art.
Oh my god! Did you see the Coca-Cola AI commercial?
No.
It has people.
Show me.
And they look real.
Show me.
Well, I mean,
we're gonna watch it and be like, hold on.
Is
that fucking Pepino?
I'm making it seem like the people are like in it like a lot, but they're not.
I miss the polar bear.
Oh, it's there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, ooh.
Those bitches aren't real.
Isn't it kind of funny though because
Sorry.
Isn't it kind of funny though because AI picks up from what it's seen online? So what if you watched a commercial and you're like, that's me?
Dude, I had that thought too. I was like,
my
what if
God.
like one day I see myself on a commercial and I'm just like, I never
But what if
consented.
But what if I slay in the commercial?
What if I look skinny?
Wait, that is me.
I'm like literally in the shape of a Coke bottle. I'm like, fucking, hell yeah.
Fucking 90, 10, 90. Yes.
90, 10, 90. It's you, the queen. Body measurements.
You know how it is.
Coke bottle.
2 triangles on top of each other. I fucking want that shit. What are we talking about?
Oh my God. Okay, what were we saying?
Enzo killed Fisher.
Yes.
And fucking Venesa's like, sometimes you lose a friend, but you gain a lover.
Yeah.
And they both say I love you. No, I think only he does say I love you to her.
I don't remember, but I thought it was mutual, but whatever.
I don't think she says it yet. I don't remember. Honestly, it doesn't matter because at the very end.
Well, she tells him, I need you to pretend that you're still in love with Arya so that she'll go along with this ploy.
Wasn't it kind of funny because the entire time that Fisher and Arya were there trying to like fuck up Venesa, Arya was like, Enzo and I are still together. We're just having a little fight.
I know.
Bitch, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
like she would have accepted this man even if he didn't love her.
That's crazy.
Arya, stop. You're embarrassing me.
Well, you know what? She's eventually gonna have to stop because they poisoned this bitch. And it's funny because as soon as they were like, no, we poisoned her, so there's a specific thing where she can't speak. And I'm like,
yeah, she doesn't speak anymore.
It was so fucked up though, that line where Venesa was like, you can't speak, but you got a pretty face, so you'll make it far,
and a nice body. So she was saying exactly what Ursula tells Ariel. So cool. But then they end up killing Trent, right? Because they lure Trent in, they kill him.
Don't they tie him up?
Yeah.
And fuck him up.
Yeah.
Just like Pepino.
No, she was getting revenge on her mom because she realized that he killed her. But also Pepino. Well, Pepino was actually Enzo's dad. That was his fault, really.
But they kill Trent and they let Arya go to go kind of live her own life because she's always wanted to be independent. So it's like, bitch, now it's your turn.
But she wants to be independent with money. Like she can't do anything on her own. And
she's not getting shit.
And so she was thinking that Venesa was going to give her an inheritance or whatever. But Venesa was like, you're not getting a dime out of me. So go off and do your thing. I never want to see you again because if I see you again, all bets are off.
On sight.
Okay. Can I just say?
Yes.
Arya. Okay. I don't remember exactly because this scene ends and then I think there's like an epilogue and now Vanessa's happy with Enzo, but Enzo's away on like a business trip or something. Yep. She's at home and then Scotty is like, Arya's here. This whole scene was so confusing to me. It happened way too fast.
Yeah, I don't really get it either. What?
So Arya broke in to this to Vanessa's house and then tried to kill her, I think, but out of nowhere, then Venesa gets on top of her and like kills her. I was like, this is such an underwhelming death.
I wish that Arya just would have stayed away.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh,
it was giving telenovela though.
Stop.
Oh my God, the nostalgia.
Doesn't Enzo come back at the very end and is like, babe, let's make another memory together. You remember my assistant? That fucking stupid ass assistant, Jessica.
And also the guy who assaulted you.
Yeah. Was it both of them?
Yeah, it was both of them.
Strung up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has torture weapons. And it's like, go make a memory, baby. The end.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the last line.
Well, now they're running this world together, so.
Mafia.
Yeah, they are mafia.
Babe, you mafia, me mafia.
We mafia.
Will you mafia with me? And
of course.
Like, yes.
Of course, baby. Yes. Wait, did they get married?
Proposed. Not married.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
I missed the wedding.
That's it. The end. Rest in peace, Pepino.
Saddest death, even though.
Is Pepino a common nickname?
I don't know. They're Italian.
I have a Tío Pepe.
I have a Tío Pepe too.
I don't think we call him Pepino.
No.
What if I just throw it in there one day? Will he like look at me like, Or will he look at me like, fuck?
He's like, you also read Hexed? I love that shit. What are your thoughts? Go ahead, Queen. I know you have many. You said you had a lot of questions.
My questions were about that whole ending, but you kind of went through it really well.
Oh,
it's funny because every time we are about to talk about something that I fucking despise, I'm just like, I'm gonna shred it up, and then we talk about it, and I was like, wait, that was kind of slay. I think about this series. We've only read those two, this one and the Hooked. Yeah, I was gonna call it the Never King. You see where my mind's at.
You love that shit.
I did love the Never King.
We never continued it though, so. You didn't love it that much.
I saved the second one and I never read it. But it was The Lost Boys, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not talking about them. So Emily McIntire's stories, I don't think they're for me. I don't really like her writing because it's kind of cringe. And she, from the videos that you showed me, it kind of seemed like she was really hyping this one up. And it's funny because she had a video where she was like, you know, I was today I just reread some of my stories and I cried, and she zoomed into one of the quotes and it was the kiss the girl. Even in this story, when the kiss the girl part came up, I was like, this is so cringe.
Yeah.
This is so cringe.
Yeah.
Because he never speaks like this. Enzo never thinks like, kiss the girl. Like, no, he's not gonna fucking. I know that's not him.
Well,
this is a man that wears a full-on tux when he goes to the beach.
Of course he is.
So it's not for me. I feel like it doesn't have to be a retelling. It could have been anything else. Honestly, if it wasn't a retelling and it was just mafia, I feel like it would have been fine. And this whole like addition to fucking Venesa being a witch and then it never coming back.
Oh yeah, and then they call her the sea witch at the end. Like she's known as the sea witch, but I was so confused as to why. Maybe because she poisoned.
But for someone who's a witch, you would think she'd be doing more like spells. She talks about it, but all she really does is collect crystals and poison people with poison you can just get from the poison store.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's not really that she's a witch. She's just a bitch. I don't know. I could have done without ever reading this story. I think overall, I really did like the spice. I just thought the characters were funny because I did really feel for Pepino, even though I didn't fucking care about that gross ass man. Yeah.
And Fisher. Oh yeah, so I feel like after that they kind of felt like, okay, I guess now we're even.
Oh, that was so fucking crazy. You killed my best. Like fucking one tear, but you know she's not gonna let it out because it's not that big a deal. Just one tear, and she's like, "Yeah, we're even, babe.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry I killed your brother." And he's like, "And I'm not sorry I killed your friend." The fact that he kept saying that, I'm really not sorry, babe. I hope you know that. Actually, I'm not sorry.
I still kind of feel the rush.
Actually, while you were turned away, I did stab him a few more times. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I fucking hate that shit. I'm not here for this. I could have done without it. But here I am living in this dark world.
You're not really a huge dark romance fan to begin with. Is there a dark romance that we've read that you've actually enjoyed?
Never King.
Den of Vipers.
Den of Vipers was kind of like...
I think you just like reverse harems.
And I also like Found Family. Oh, and there was a little bit of that. Very, very little.
I think the trope is actually white shoes now, but...
Yeah. But I don't know. I like the point where they're all like, we're in this together, bitch.
I mean, this is also Found Family. It
was just him and her. It wasn't multiple.
Scotty was there too at the end. Scotty and Bash.
Scotty feels like he had like 4 or 5 lines. That was it.
No, that bitch never stopped talking.
For someone who never stopped talking, why don't I remember it?
I also love that he would also say dingamabobs. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Do you remember that point where Scotty dropped off Enzo and Venesa at that fucking club? And I don't fucking know what this bitch was on, but he was like, what happened if I married a vampire? Like, what would happen? Didn't he like go off on a little tangent?
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about?
Maybe there's going to be a spinoff with Scotty and a vampire.
Stop.
It's like a Twilight retelling.
Oh my God. I
Oh
can't.
my gosh, maybe.
I know. I think overall, I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 5. I did not enjoy this at all.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I feel you 100% with the cringy lines, with the cringe like kiss the girl,
Kiss the girl.
the whole like Arya combing her hair with the fork. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I feel like it felt like you're just throwing things at me because it's an homage to the cartoon. Mm-hmm. But dude, I live for the drama. I lived for this angst. I love angst like this. Emily McIntire, she knows what I want.
Oh my god.
In like angst, basically.
Okay.
Like you know they're gonna be together, but the angst is still so juicy. Like I still felt like maybe they're not gonna be together anymore. And I was sad about it.
What are you gonna?
I feel kind of torn a little bit because I don't love the like certain parts of it. Like I like the writing. It's just those cringy lines that I just wish we could just delete a little bit.
But I want you to rate it with your heart.
My hand is just really cold.
Oh, okay. I want you to rate it with your heart.
Ice cold, like a vampire.
Oh my god. What does your heart want to give it? Think of the ones we've lost along the way. Pepino, Fisher, and other bitches.
I think I gave Hooked a 5, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you loved it. You ate that shit up.
I ate that up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to compare them because I don't really remember Hooked that much anymore. Just, the choking, the biting.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was fucking a lot. And it was also a lot of fucking. So
I think I would give this one like a 3.5.
Okay, I see that.
It was really good. You're just a hater. You're just a hater. Like when you were texting me that what did you say? You're full of hatred?
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm full of love. So we'll balance each other out, I guess.
didn't think you were going to like this one.
I think I just like Emily McIntire's writing. I don't know.
Wow.
The plot was plotting.
Wait, what are her other books retellings about? Do you know which ones she's done?
Oh, I have no idea. So, should we look?
Yeah. While you're doing that, let me end this. So to everyone who is listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can please leave a rating of 5 stars. It literally takes 2 seconds, but it makes like a huge difference. That would be amazing. If you also want to leave a review recommending us our next read, I feel like we've gotten so many recommendations recently. It kind of slaps. So if you would like to do that, we do take those into consideration. So thank you. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of extra money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, and for the moment, it really just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy our content. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix or coffee, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. We are also coming to the end of the year soon, and we're going to do our tier list. And I really like our tier list episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to that.
I'm excited too. So, in the podcast, hold on.
And if you want to support us on social media, we do have an Instagram, Fable, a Threads, and a Goodreads at the Bookfix Pod, at the Bookfix Pod, and a TikTok at the Bookfix. Thank you. Now I'm done.
Okay, so in the podcast, we've only talked about Hooked, which was the first one.
Yeah.
And the last one. Isn't that crazy?
When did the last one come out? When did this one come out?
Let's see. November 5th.
Oh, damn. Okay.
But I did read Scarred, which is her second one.
Which is the
Lion King one. I don't remember anything about it. I'm going to be honest with you. Wretched is the third one, which it looks like it's
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Twisted is the fourth one.
Is it Tangled?
Aladdin.
Okay.
Because I see Street Rat, so
Street
Rat. It has to be Aladdin.
Yeah.
Stop singing. We're going to get copyrighted.
I'm sorry.
I think one of our episodes did get copyrighted.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It was probably me. I didn't.
Probably was.
I'm sorry. You need to show me which one it was. I'm full on singing a Beyonce song. I'm sorry.
Especially Beyonce.
Oh, dude, she'd come for me.
So Crossed is the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, I'm interested in that one.
I don't know why Hexed is her last one. Please, Emily, keep going.
Emily,
keep going, girl.
I'm glad you have an audience that loves this.
Yeah, me.
Half of this couch really loves this.
I don't get
She
why.
seems really nice. It's funny because the sweetest people are the ones who write the craziest shit.
Well, not all of them. Don't put that out there.
Not all of them, but she just seems so sweet.
Yeah,
and then I just think about how she fucking wrote Pepino dying.
You'll never forget that, huh?
I know. So why don't we go ahead and read a positive and negative comment about this story? I will read the positive.
Okay.
I'm so sorry that I copyrighted us.
You should be sorry.
I didn't know that.
You should be sorry.
I didn't know
I've been saying stop singing. And what happens? We get copyrighted.
But what if I make a song up?
If you make it up, then who's going to copyright us?
Me. Emily McIntire. Also, isn't Hexed supposed to be spelled Hexxed? I was going crazy looking for this book.
Oh my God. What?
Right? Hexed. When you have an X at the end, you double it and then put an ED.
Oh my God. Stop it. I mean, Hexed. What the fuck? You're right.
That's why it kind of confused me. Go off, Emily. Can I read this? This isn't the one I want to read. But Lou gave it a 5 out of 5 6 months ago. Okay? Before this book was out. And wrote, pre-written review, cousin Mother Emily we trust.
Wow. That's a lot of faith.
Okay, I found one. This comes from Brittany, who gave it a 5 out of 5. This has to be the best book I've ever read from Emily McIntire. Like actual perfection, left no crumbs, chef's kiss, and all that. The tension in this was literally off the charts. Every single chapter, you just got smacked in the face with it. These two wanted each other so freaking badly. I mean, they were perfect for each other, so of course. Also, Enzo gives the best gifts. Can we say holy plot twist? There were so many things I just didn't see coming that had my jaw on the freaking floor. You just can't predict things like that. Just when you thought you figured everything out, boom, twist. And it just kept happening. The spice? I mean, what more can I say? It was most definitely spicing. 10 out of 10 would read again and again and again.
Okay, so mine comes from Liv. They gave it 1 out of 5, and they wrote, "This should have stayed in the drafts."
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Dude, it's funny because I try to make an effort to look at the camera. But to me, when I look at the camera, I imagine someone on the other side being like, why the fuck is she staring at me? So then I try to be like, okay, I'm just gonna look over here. That's my spot right there.
I always go that way.
So that's my spot. So I'm gonna try to look over there. But then you just kind of go off and I'm like, yes, queen, tell me everything.
You turn your whole body and just look at me.
I'm like, literally, I'm this. I'm facing you.
What if we started?
Oh my God, want to play patty cake?
Started filming an episode and we're just staring at each other. Wait,
wait. Let's test it out. Hi, welcome to the book. Ew, I hate it.
Why do you hate it? You don't like looking at me?
No, it's not. Dude, I was only looking at you in this episode. But
what if?
Wait, you try to introduce us by looking at me. Go. You see what I mean? It's weird.
Welcome to another episode of the Book Fix Podcast. A podcast where we fix lives one book at a time.
Wait, this is actually really intimate.
Yeah, I feel like it's just you and me. No
this
one else.
Is weird.
What if once we start sitting like this where we're facing each other, we start looking more?
I know.
We actually look at the camera more.
It's funny because it'll just be like us talking, but then when you say something funny, I'll be like, you hear that, guys?
You hear that? That was hilarious.
Like they're not part of this. You know what I mean?
This feels like an episode of The Office.
I hope that by the end, the last episode we ever film, God. In 40 years,
in 50,
I hope
70
that we're
years.
completely like they only look at our backs. That's what I want.
But there's a mirror so they can see our face.
That's what I want.
I would love that. I would love that too, actually. No one would watch, probably.
So yeah, I'm just gonna apologize now because I know I wasn't looking at that. I was looking straight at you.
Or over there. Off to the side.
Yeah.